What's up, everybody? This is Dick from Cue the Muses. Ash is busy off gallivanting, doing extremely awesome, super high speed filming of things that I cannot mention. He is deep in the editing process of episode 3 from the Cue the Muses show. We are rebranding this because it just simply is not getting done in a way that justifies it being a series, an episodic series. So this is just like a saga. This is saga number 3 because they are being released 6 months to a year apart because of so much work Ash is having to do in the studio. What I want to talk to you about today is my group, Dave's Last Night. Now, Dave's Last Night is a project that I've been doing with some close friends of mine. Okay, and it is directly tied to Cue the Muses as the vocalist. Our vocalist for Dave's Last Night, Tim Matthews. This was from our past show we played at Legacy at the Riverfront 2 weeks ago on Saturday. It was so much fun. Tim is such a monster. He is in Cue the Muses as a flashback in episode 1 of Carla and Fritz. He plays Fritz on his Harley Davidson being brainwashed by the Norman who's blasting the song at him from his nerdy Segway on their little thing. And fun fact, Tim's wife Stephanie is actually in the series scene with Tim on his motorcycle. The next member I want to talk about in Dave's Last Night is this man right here. This is Jeff Withers. Jeff and I have been in bands together for years and years and years, all the way back to Inside the Nine. Now, common ground with Jeff, Tim, and myself is we were also in a band after Inside the Nine called 86 The Earth, which was essentially the same members switching bassist and guitar player. Jeff was the bassist for Inside the Nine. He was the guitar player with me in 86 The Earth, and Tim, vocalist for Dave's Last Night, was the bass player for 86 The Earth. Such a special group to me. That band was around the 2015-16 time frame in there, and that guitar case of mine that has 86 The Earth in silver Sharpie makes an appearance in so many Easter eggs in episodes 1 and 2. Any of the shots in our laboratory in Cue the Muses, you can almost always see my guitar case with the big 86 The Earth wrapped around it. The 86 The Earth guitar case is something that something I wanted to make sure was there dominantly because that was such an important group to me. With these certain individuals, you had David Rowe on vocals, who is a guest vocalist on Cue the Muses episode 2 song Afraid, along with Cody Williford on song from number 2. The other vocalist from 86 The Earth was Kurt Rogers, who is an unnamed cast member in Cue the Muses. You'll have to stay tuned for future episodes for that. And you know, rounding out, to get back to Dave's Last Night, rounding out the band. Sorry, I'm two-screening it. Our drummer, John Hoganson. This man is a monster with his feet, with his hands, with his head, with his beard. Drummer for Fighting Giants. Drummer for Inside the Nine. Drummer for so many bands through the years. Break in the Machine. Mahendra. All these groups. He was even the drummer for Methodical Mayhem for a little while. The dude knows his stuff. He's been around forever. He's such an awesome guy. Next member of the group, well, that's me. Obviously, I'm in Dave's Last Night. That's me pretending to look like Chuck Norris while wearing a Chuck Norris shirt. I'm playing the guitar. It's a simple, funny thing. But again, this was from our last show in February. In January at Legacy at the Riverfront. These photos were taken by Preston Hooks of Flashover Photography, who is such an awesome guy. And now, guys, if you don't know, Preston Hooks, the photographer who took these live photos, owner of Flashover Photography, well, he is in Cue the Muses too. All ties back. Preston plays the lead Norman on the Segway in the beginning. It says, "Hey, that's not George. Put that down." And then chases me all through the park at Cascades. It's insane. He's such an awesome, talented dude. Always comes to the shows. Always takes the most bitchin' photos. We have a good time with him. He is one of the only people that I know of that has actually been able to crowd surf at the building, the Legacy. Now, this is something I'm trying to get through to folks in Tallahassee, folks everywhere. Don't be scared. Throw your friends up in the air and toss the sons of bitches up on the stage or up over the gate in the front. It is a feeling you will never forget. And my goal as a musician in Tallahassee is to make that happen. Now, I don't even live in Tallahassee anymore. I just want that for Tallahassee. I go to shows here in Orlando at the House of Blues, at the Hard Rock Cafe, and guess what? Motherfuckers get tossed up in the air and they go crowd surfing, and it's fun. It's stupid fun. And Tallahassee needs to get with the program because all the Tallahassee guys are upset. Old Creed boys back in the day disowned Tallahassee and re-owned Orlando. Them folks coming to Orlando shows, man, they ain't playing. And Tallahassee, I love it. They need to step it up. Now, I just skipped a couple photos. Hold on. Last member. Bass player for Dave's Last Night, Mr. Kyron Burke. Kyron is 14 and a half years old, wearing his tax support shirt, playing that bitchin' yellow Sterling 4-string. Through a pretty bitchin' high drive Harkey cab and a LH1000 and a BK7 Ultra pedal. Kyron is also my son, and that's me in the back there behind him. Kyron started playing bass a couple years back. I asked him the other day, I said, son, what really made you want to play the bass? Like he plays everything. He started on trombone, piano. He played the violin for a little bit. He plays guitar, plays drums, and he picks the bass up. I said, what was it? And he said, well, Dad, you remember like a year or so ago, you let me hear Primus, Winona's Big Brown Beaver. And boy, my heart grew 3 sizes that day when he said that, because that video came out when I was his age. Younger. No, I'm sorry. I'm older than that. That video, I'm younger than that. That video came out when I was in elementary school, and it was the coolest thing ever with the big rubber suit cowboys, Primus, and just that song, the video, the atmosphere, and my son latched onto it, and Kyron has taken. I don't play bass like that. I don't play bass like Kyron. Kyron plays bass like Kyron, and this is a man, a boy who will become a man to watch out for. Not just because he's my son, but just because he is absolutely a monster on the bass. Now, getting into Dave's Last Night, we've got a bunch of promo coming up. We are going to be in the studio in a couple of weeks, shooting up to Atlanta for drum tracks. We're going to do everything we can in-house. Now, we have a demo, and I'm going to premiere a song for you guys off that demo. Now, that demo tape is limited to 20 quantities that are already gone, all right? They've all been given out. There are not any more. There were only 20. Those demos are gone. The only way you could get one was to come to a Dave's Last Night show and get your buddies to pick you up and do a little bit of crowd surf and get tossed up on the stage, grab your demo from us on stage and jump stage dive your ass back off into that sea of madness and have a great time with your demo. Now, we generated some logos for the Dave's Last Night theme, which we are classifying ourselves as a whalecore band. And what is whalecore? Whalecore started with a couple of groups about 10 years ago. You might know them. A couple guys like Gojira, Mastodon. In my opinion, there's some other whalecore groups out there that fall into the category, like Down, like Corrosion of Conformity, Crowbar. A lot of those NOLA bands, to me, kind of cross-pollinate with whalecore, just a little more southern. Huge, awesome influences for us. Acid Bath, Agents of Oblivion, things like that. So we're definitely keeping a very nautical theme with a lot of our promo here. Whales, ocean, outer space. Our mascot is a zombie Dave, who is a superhero, undead superhero, who fights the evil sea monsters and rocks and plays music for underground, under ocean creatures. Now, getting to that, if you got your hands on one of those demos, you got to hear our 5 songs on the EP, plus a bonus acoustic song. Now, song number 5 on that album is called Spectre of Never. This song is one that we wrote pretty quickly in the rehearsal studio. It started with a drum pattern that John did, and a fun fact about this song: its early nickname was Long Three. And now a lot of the patterns in this song are 3/4. There are three main drum sections that John performs. And what was fun about the riff writing with this song was that any of the riff sections that were written were interchangeable with any of the drum sections. Everything worked with everything. It was plug and play. And so we had to figure out, okay, well, in the section, it becomes kind of like, man, this is the long three. It goes to the three-part chorus, but it's extended. So long, okay, we do the long three this time. And that was kind of where the nickname came from. The Spectre of Never came when we tracked this demo and Tim laid his vocals in the Fap Shack makeshift vocal booth at Jeff Wither's house. That when I started breaking down some of the takes, a lot of improvisation was happening in there because it wasn't finished. And I was picking parts, and the line Spectre of Never is in the song, and that just stuck. I said, that's the name. That's got to be it. So, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize. I'm 11 minutes in. Without further ado, I present to you the very first live premiere of Dave's last night's demo, Spectre of Never. As is. Enjoy.
Hang here along your suicide, so I can't hear you. I am the ghost of your guilt. I am the spectre of never. Lay here, oh, I can see you now. Reach out so I can feel you. I am the ghost of your conscience. I live under the curtain. This is all God meant for me. I'm slipping right here. This is all God meant for me. I'm done.
guys, that is Spectre of Never as it appears on the Dave's Last Night demo. Now keep in mind the way we created this demo is writing songs in our rehearsal space in Tallahassee, and capturing telephone audio of our rehearsals. Now, what happened then was I would come home, plug into my recording station here at the studio in Brevard, and I would take Superior Drummer and painstakingly translate to a tempo Superior Drummer sounds of John's performance of his licks, of his fills, rolls, whatever. Some of it is very dumbed down and simplified on the demo because I just didn't have the patience or the time to go through and hit every one of his ghost notes and fill patterns and all that. So really, the drums are downplayed, which is why we're going to do exclusively just drum tracks in the studio, so we can get John's performance and then self-perform everything else. Because we did all the guitars, my guitars and Kyron's bass and my backups, vocals, and the mixing was all done here at my studio, Atlas Studios in Brevard, and Jeff's guitar tracks and Tim's vocals were all tracked at a makeshift studio that Jeff Withers started to build at his home in Tallahassee. And it was really off the cuff. Everything was done in one night, just a 6 or 8 hour session. Good times, good fun time. But here's the deal, guys. We are trying to fundraise to pay for this trip, to pay for fun things, to be able to keep doing what we do. And we want to keep the live music happening. So now, right now, there is our next show is booked in Tallahassee. It's a ways out. Chris Godwin is putting together something he's calling the Jam BQ. It is going to be on March 30th at the Legacy at the Riverfront. Tickets are on sale right now. The only way Dave's Last Night is going to make money is if you buy tickets from us. Okay? From us, not the venue. Buying a ticket and showing up doesn't help us at all. If you contact us or contact Angel in Tallahassee, she is on Facebook. I'll put a link to her in this post when I post this video up to Facebook. Contact Angel and she can get you tickets ahead of time in advance to come out. And I will promise we probably will not be done with our official release, but this demo tape will do another run. I'll do another run. If people say they're going to come and do some crowd surfing, I will do another run, another one-time limited run. I think I've only got 20 or so blank CDs left, and they're going to be in a blank CD format, and they're not for sale. The only way you can get them is to get your ass on stage and do a little crowd surfing, grab yourself a CD from the stage, and stage dive your ass back off into the crowd with your free CD, with your free demo tape. It's going to be a killer fun time. Dave's Last Night, next show, March 30th, Legacy at the Riverfront, free demo for crowd surfers only. I'm not even going to try to name the bands that are on the list. The only ones I know for sure are the Rockadillions and Falls Chase. So Landon and them boys from Rockadillions, the boys from Falls Chase, they're going to be up there. It's going to be like Seattle in 1991, but instead it's Tallahassee in 2024. Whalecore, keep the scene alive, keep live music alive. Fuck the radio, fuck, top 20 charts, screw all that stuff. Come out to a real show with real musicians who just want to melt your face off and get people rowdy and have a good, excellent, fun, safe release. So you guys, peace. I'm Dick, Cue the Muses, Dave's Last Night. Stay tuned for a real CTM podcast with Ash and I talking about all kinds of stuff real soon. As soon as he gets wrapped up with his super secret, top secret filming thing that he's doing, we will get back in here. We'll get some more guests in here. Let us know who you want to see. I think on the next episode of Cue the Muses, we're going to do a full breakdown of Song 1 from Episode 1, My Soul's an Element. Everything. Step for step, where the riffs were written, what gear we used, what guitars we played, how the video was done, what the location was, what was I wearing underwear or not? Those pants, they look cool, they weren't comfortable. Guys, peace out. Have a great Friday, safe weekend, happy days.